That is the SADC chairperson, His Excellency, President Robert Gabriel Mugabe of Zimbabwe. We may be seated, thank you so much, as we listen to the speech. Ichongo.
Your Excellency, Mr. Edgar Lungu, President of the Republic of Zambia, the outgoing acting President of the Republic of Zambia, His Excellency Dr. Guy Scott, and Madam, Your Excellency, the founding President of the Republic of Zambia, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, Your Excellency, former President Rupia Banda, Your Excellencies, heads of state and government, Speaker of Parliament, Dr. Patrick Matibini, the Acting Chief Justice for the Republic of Zambia, Justice Lombe Chibesakunda, Your Excellency, whoever it is representing Dr. Stegomina Lawrence Tax, who is our Executive Secretary of SADC, heads of international and regional organizations, Your Worship, the Mayor of Lusaka, Mr. Mulenga Sata, traditional leaders here present, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, on behalf of the people of the Southern Africa Development Community, SADC, allow me to extend our warm congratulations to the newly elected President and to all the people of Zambia on their victory in the January 2015 presidential by-election. The SADC family congratulates you all, particularly for holding peaceful, free, and fair elections. We would also like to express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Guy Scott for having held fort since the sad passing on of our brother, the late President of Zambia, Michael Chilufya Sata, and for ably guiding this great nation towards holding this very successful by-election. Let me also take this opportunity to thank all the presidential candidates who participated in this election for enriching Zambia's democratic process and for accepting the outcome with honor. I must also congratulate the winners for being magnanimous as they celebrated their victory. The maturity exhibited by all stakeholders in this electoral process is a source of pride for SADC and for the rest of Africa. This historic occasion marks the beginning of a new political leadership in Zambia. I salute the millions of Zambians who participated in this democratic process, testifying that the democratic culture is taking root in Southern Africa. The smooth transition we are experiencing today after the untimely passing away of the late President Michael Sata is partly the product of institutional reforms that we enriched as the SADC family. The peace and tranquility that we enjoy in our region is one among many positives in our efforts to turn around the fortunes of our region. It gives us the opportunity to direct our efforts towards the welfare of the region. To my dear brother and colleague, the newly elected president, I say that the people of Zambia have given you the mantle of leadership at a time when great opportunities exist in this country. In this country in particular, and in the SADC region in general. We are mindful of opportunities and challenges that lie ahead for the balance of the presidential term as you take off from where your predecessor left. I am confident that you will be equal to the task and that you have the pedigree to inspire accelerated development of this country, underpinned by unity of purpose. I am confident that you will succeed in keeping your great country as one Zambia and one nation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the desire for economic integration in our region is gathering momentum. We held the recent SADC summit under the theme, and I quote, SADC Strategy for Economic Transformation, leveraging the region's diverse resources for sustainable economic and social development through the beneficiation and value addition, unquote. This was largely informed by and is in sync with the African Union thrust that Africa should derive maximum returns from its abundant and diverse resources. Value addition and beneficiation, the beneficiation of our resources, would lead to rapid industrialization and to the creation of employment, as well as to increased returns from the export of processed goods. As we go towards the SADC Extraordinary Summit in April 2015, we look forward to concrete resolutions on the industrial development agenda. This should involve improving Southern Africa intra-trade, which now stands at a paltry 18.5% of all the total trade volumes. The recent financial turmoil in the West calls for Africa to enhance intra-Africa trade in order to safeguard herself against external shocks. Ladies and gentlemen, while the SADC region has remained an oasis of peace, the world today continues to witness unbridled acts of terrorism. In recent months, the world has witnessed an upsurge in terrorist activities, which have caused the loss of lives and severe injuries to thousands of our innocent civilians. These unprovoked acts of wanton murder should elicit strong condemnation from all peace-loving people. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently faced with a crisis in the region, with the news of floods that have struck a number of countries in Southern Africa, particularly Malawi, Mozambique, Madagascar, and Zimbabwe, causing loss of life, injuries, and considerable damage and discomfort to so many families. Words alone cannot ameliorate the suffering that the affected people are facing, but can definitely give victims the strength to carry on. It is our wish that our words of comfort and encouragement reach all, assuring them of a particular remembrance in prayer for all those who have lost their lives and for all those caught up in this grave calamity. We hope that solidarity will not be lacking and the necessary help to address this difficult moment will be received urgently. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, lastly, may I call upon you, my brothers and sisters, to commit yourselves to accepting the results of an election in which you have exercised your democratic right to choose your leaders. This would be the surest way of nipping in the bud some of the problems we have been grappling with on the continent for far too long. May you work together in harmony in honor of illustrious sons of the African African soil, such as the late former President Michael Chilufya Sata. In this way, you will continue to serve the interests of your country and of our region and indeed of our African continent, both in word and in deed. Your Excellencies, I wish His Excellency, our new President, the best in discharging your duties as the President of this beautiful country. A beautiful country indeed, which has bestowed upon you an honor by the people of Zambia. And we say, as we join the people of Zambia, one Zambia, one nation, long live the people of Zambia. Zikomo kwambiri, kwarumba. I thank you.
That was the SADC chairperson, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Mr. Robert Gabriel Mugabe. Thank you, Your Excellency.